Welcome viewers to another episode of Brave Namibia, where we celebrate both ordinary and extraordinary Namibians. First off, Yanni Duplessis chats to Emmanuel Enkara, the founder and owner of Definition Art. He talks about his passion for artists and an interactive art experience for all Namibians.
Hi, my name is Emmanuel Enkara and I am the owner for Definition Art. Definition Art is an art and entertainment platform based at the village, and how we started was I always wanted to have an alternative to the art industry in Namibia. And what was lucky enough how we started is that I approached Maromo because I have another company which deals with public art. Essentially, we were painting artwork on walls in our city center in Windhoek. So there was one wall that was attached to Maromo, and I approached them to actually paint that wall. They accepted the idea, but from there, they actually offered me a space within the mall, and this was December 2020, to give a little bit of art enthusiast or some art content within the Maromo space. So that is essentially how Definition Art was born. We started off by selling contemporary abstract Namibian artwork from various Namibian artists, and throughout the days, because we're there every single day, throughout the days we were thinking of having events. So our events ranged from paint and wine on Saturdays for kids. Obviously adults know, kids know wine, but adults, they could obviously indulge. And then we had various entertaining events like couples quiz night and philosophy and poetry evenings and movie night, which was great because we had the cinema to our disposal. So we showed films, anime films, and films that we selected and the public selected, our followers selected, to actually view at the cinema in Maromo. So the brand has grown, Definition Art has grown from a small space in Maromo to this beautiful space that we are presently standing in, which is the village in Eros. And it was actually a call out from the village management who said, would you like to have your events booked and based at the village? And I was like, sure, let's go ahead. So since then, the village actually has gone through a little bit of a renovation, but we had our opening 2021 in May, and we still hosted the same events: couples quiz night, philosophy and poetry, film night, the selling of artwork, and our highly attended paint and wine evenings. When 2022 started, we refined our events to paint and wine, but now we added an element of theater. So our team, Definition Art team, choose various themes to actually act out, whether it can be horror, thriller, comedy, romance, drama, action. We act out those scenes on stage and have our attendees paint out what they have seen, an experience of the theme that they have seen, or paint anything that they like. So that is where we're standing with our paint and wine. With our philosophy and poetry, it has filled up to the brim of this entrance, where we talk about philosophical topics and have poets perform poems surrounding those topics. The last one we had was about abortion, which was highly attended. And the one before that was is the universe conscious? So those are the various topics we actually have here, and it's still ongoing. Our last event, which I do want to announce, is an event that will have Namibians become superstars. So of course I will announce that surely, but yes, that is Definition Art in a nutshell. So for Emmanuel Enkara, which is myself, my art etiquette started in Cape Town. I stayed many years and studied many years in Cape Town, and the walls in Cape Town are performed with artwork, and the people, the citizens there, just they pour out and ooze out art even as they talk about random things. So when I came back to Namibia in 2018, I started to perform poetry and performance art, and of course it wasn't that lucrative. And then I looked at the landscape of the art industry, and I decided maybe I should open up a platform where people can actually share similar interests within the art industry. And that is where public art started, and that's where Definition Art started. So I am a massive consumer of art, film being my most favorite, but just touching art and experiencing art with others is a necessity that I need, especially in these times of doom and gloom. I think that it's so important for people to, at least once a month, to experience art and to go home with something tangible and exciting. I think that while COVID has been a very traumatic experience, and condolences to those who have lost members, it has been the reset button that the art industry in Namibia has needed. Since 2020, there has been a huge shift in the art industry, and I'm privileged and I'm so proud to be a part of that. But even organizations like the Namibian Arts Association, with their new building, are hosting exhibitions for artists, and it's fully attended and artwork is being purchased. The FNCC, the village itself with their renovations, are looking for more art-related content to excite and attract their customers. So even the corporates, through their marketing and their advertising, it's all a little bit more art-centric. And the influencers on Instagram and social media are choosing to use art-related ways to actually communicate products and services for corporates. So art is everywhere, and art directors are really enjoying this time, and it's very exciting. In the future, I would like to see a utopia of art take over Namibia. I think we have what I like to call a blank canvas. Even before COVID, we didn't really take hold, or we didn't really appreciate art in Namibia, and various African countries in Africa and countries around the world are adults within art. So I would like to say we are very adolescent. So in future, I think that there's therapy within art. So in the next coming years, I think we can use art to really help those going in tough times or experiencing tough times to ease in that pain. But visually, I think that Windhoek and neighboring towns, and even towns in the south and the north and east and west, can do the same thing and experience the same thing. So their citizens, so their residents of their towns can have philosophy evenings, can have informative evenings like that, have paint and wine evenings on the sea, and especially with public art. I believe that constructing installations, physical installations, and of course, painting on walls, but constructing physical installations within every single town will bring things like tourism, will bring things like the psychology, giving their citizens a better look of their town. Because before COVID, it was very bland, but now it's picking up and the future is very bright.
Next up, Michael Kayunde catches up with filmmaker Roger Waldemar Rafael, who is affectionately known as Nino Pequeno Gang on the streets and on social media. He chats about his movie Umpata and what it takes to create magic and everything in between.
Hello everyone, welcome to another exciting edition of Brave Namibia. In today's edition, we are joined by Pequeno Gang, the director, also actor, screenwriter of the new Namibian movie called Umpata, which recently premiered at Stekeneko Maruamo. We are here so he can tell us his story and all the strides that he's making in the film world. Welcome to the show. How are you doing, man?
Thank you for having me, man. You know the vibes.
Yeah. So I just gave you a little intro. I know that was not sufficient for what you have done. So for those that are watching for the first time, please, how did you get into the film world? What inspired you to start making movies, and where we at right now?
What inspired me to make movies at first was, at first I saw that there was a gap in the film industry, but I didn't know that. So why I also got into film, the first phrase was in primary school, I think. Remember when your teachers always tell you, yo, come tell us about your holidays and whatever. But then I didn't do the homework. We had to write essays and so on.
Yeah.
I didn't do the homework. So when I got back to class, teacher was like, yo, Roger, you are up first. Hey, I got up there. I was like,
you made up a story.
Yeah, ma'am, I didn't do my work. Then she was like, nah, just go.
Yeah.
I closed my eyes and opened and I was done telling a story.
Wow.
And I got I think a B or something. Oh, bro, that was crazy. That's from there I realized, I need to get into storytelling.
Yeah.
And then after that, fast forward, I saw the movie Katutura. I was like, this is nice. But let me tell my story. Let me tell my friend's story, And let's do it more in Afrikaans, in the languages that a whole lot of people understand,
Yeah.
Then we got into it, and then fast forward, this is where we are now, man.
Yeah. So a lot of people may not know this because of the kind of the industry that we are in. A lot of people are actually self-taught. You are yourself, but you actually took it a step further to go to school and get formal training for this. Where did you go study, and what did you study?
I studied in Cape Town at SAE Institute in Cape Town, of course. I did it for 3 years, and man, that's where I had to go polish, because I knew a bit of filmmaking, but I didn't know a lot really. I didn't go into detail. Didn't really go 6 feet deep.
Yes.
So then the school helped me polish. Now I can kind of use a camera. I can edit now.
Yeah.
I can write a script. I can do quite a lot of things. Thanks to film school.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then you came back, or rather, while you were still in school, you were pursuing Ompata, the YouTube series,
Yep.
which has now morphed into a movie that actually aired, you know, at the cinemas. One thing about this show, Brave Namibia, it's about highlighting the people that are doing something impactful in their community, and we think you are one of those because of what we have seen you do with the movie Ompata. The people that are starring in that movie are literally your friends. So it's not like you really held an audition for people to come through. Why is it so important for you to put your friends on, you know? Like, why is that why are you so passionate about that?
Because in the first place also, when I got back from school, even before school, we were shooting movies already.
Yeah.
So it's just right to put my friends on because it's the ones I started with, you know.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have been here right now.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't have told stories that were already written, you know, without them. So they helped me, man, because I don't know. I just feel like growing with them is gonna be something that a lot of people don't do.
Yeah, people grow and then they all kind of like have their own journeys.
Yeah, so I wanna change that thing. I wanna grow with my friends, probably even older. If you're like 60, 70, we're still shooting movies, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so we've been talking about Ompata. The standout thing was the rollout for me, you know. You guys having to premiere it at the cinema was something big. Obviously, you know, you guys are not the first ones to do it,
100%.
but not so many people have been able to gain that access, you know. And you guys sold out 3 auditoriums, right?
Two.
My bad, 2 auditoriums. But I was there, it was really packed. How did that make you feel to see Windhoek really come and show support for our own film and content that we are making?
The funny thing is, I was expecting, but I also wasn't expecting it to fill up like that. Because while we were selling tickets and whatsoever, each of us, we were 7, each of us had like, I think 30 tickets or whatsoever to sell. Okay. But then when I sold out my tickets and my friends were still selling, I was like, we're not gonna fill up.
Yeah.
But then I saw the impact we had on YouTube. Might as well, if the impact on YouTube was that big, might as well it's gonna be bigger at the cinema.
At the cinema, yeah.
So we took the risk, and man, the feeling was nice. When I got there, dude, I wasn't expecting it to be packed like that.
Yeah, it was really packed.
Then I was like, this is a first for me, you know, after school and whatsoever. But at a young age like this, trying to do something impactful like that, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. You guys said you are going to go on a national tour. So for people that saw, you know, the social media go crazy over this premiere, and they are finding themselves in different towns, parts of the country, and would like to also get an opportunity to watch the movie. Is there a tour already in place? Can people maybe in the coast, the north, also wait for, you know, their own premiere? Is that in the pipeline?
Course. Of course, we're planning on having a tour, a country tour. We want to start in the coast first, preferably Swakop and Walvis Bay, you know.
Yeah.
But we're trying to go everywhere. We're only trying to go into the big towns, you know, where we really know that, okay, people are watching this thing. Yeah. You know, So it's in the pipeline, man. More information is going to come soon.
Yeah. So the genre that the movie Ompata is, it's more of a combination of drama and comedy. I want to talk about the action part of it, you know, and what that comes with, you know. Have you guys gotten any backlash, and how do you guys deal with that?
We haven't gotten any yet, because I feel like we don't have film critics here like that, because we premiered a week ago, 2 weeks ago, and by now we would have had a lot of reviews and backlash and whatsoever, but we don't have that yet. Probably people are still writing them, you know. But that is also going to be important for us, because then we'll know what mistake we've done, what we can do better, you know. So We haven't gotten anything yet,
Okay.
but we're waiting for it to come.
So what is next for, the Pequeno Gang right now? Can we expect more films from you guys? Is it gonna take a different approach? Are you guys gonna tap into different genre, or are you guys just gonna ride with action, drama, and comedy right now?
So for now, we're gonna drop a lot of movies, but then not more of our stories. We want screenwriters on board. We want people that want to tell their stories to come on board also. We're trying to tackle not only action, drama, comedy. We want to do a lot of other things,
Yeah.
So people can see that, okay, cool, we are catering for everyone. Not everyone likes watching drama. Not everyone likes watching action movies,
Yeah.
So we want to tap into different categories and genres,
Yeah.
So what's next for us? It's a lot more movies, man.
Yeah.
A
Okay.
lot more movies.
And lastly, what are your words that you have for fellow creatives out there, for a young kid in Katutura right now who saw you guys fill up, Steak in a Komaruamo and would like to take the same approach? What advice would you, give them?
Yo, man, just start.
Just that.
Just start, dog. If you
Yeah.
don't start, you won't start. It's as simple as that.
Mm-hmm.
Because now you have something there in your cage just trying to come out. But then it's forcing you to start, and you're afraid to get out there, and you're afraid of people talk bad about your movie or whatsoever. Just do that, man. We also didn't think that our movie or our series is gonna be that big.
Yeah.
We just took the risk and just dropped. And then suddenly it popped, man.
Yeah.
So what you need to do is just start, bro. Take your phone, your camera, use what you have. Just start and let people see your work, man.
Well, there you had it. Just that is the advice from today. Thank you so much, Pequeno Gang, for making time, telling your story. We wish you all the best with the rollout of the movie. But from me, Michael, until next time, it's bye-bye. All right.
Thank you for tuning in today. If you know of someone you feel should feature on our show, please contact us at brave@nmh.com.na.